Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osaberg501 and today I'm going to go over one of the craziest mob farming spots I have found in New World. Now first off, this spot does recommend level 19. All of the enemies are either 19 or 20, so I'd recommend being at least 15, somewhere in that range or higher. And the mobs are super tightly clustered in this area and have really fast respawns. So I'd recommend trying to get someone to go with you. If you could get a healer with you and then 1 damage to kill everything, that would probably be the best way you could go about this. Or if you're a bit higher level, you can just use something like a hatchet or any other weapons that have healing off of damage or something like that to be able to keep yourself sustained. You can farm this extremely fast and extremely efficiently. Now this spot is actually pretty quick to get to once you've gotten to a certain point in the main quest of the game, because it's pretty close to Hermit's Shrine and you're given the teleporter to go to Hermit's Shrine pretty early on in the main quest of the game. If you're just doing the main quest, you probably won't be high enough to go and farm this spot like I am in the video when you get to that point in the main quest. But once you get to Hermit's Shrine, you can teleport there and you just go up and to the left a little bit into Monarch's Bluff, and the place you're going to be farming at is called Farside Township. And essentially it's just going to be some houses and some fields absolutely packed with the ghoul type enemies. So the ghouls that melee you, the spitters, and then there's 1 or 2 of like the bird creatures that are usually with the ghouls at the higher level areas. And if you're a bit weaker, maybe not higher level, or if you're using a weaker weapon, this spot's just super good because you're never going to have to stop killing enemies. If you're say killing 1 or 2 enemies at a time, you're just going to be able to stay in pretty much the same spot and constantly kill enemies. But the absolute best way to farm this spot is to run around and aggro tons of enemies at a time and then kill just groups of enemies. Because in New World, even just your auto attacks, say with melee weapons, those are going to hit multiple enemies, and a lot of the abilities in the game are also going to hit multiple enemies. So just grouping up tons of enemies and AoEing everything down is going to be absolutely the best way to farm these enemies. Now, if you don't know what mob grinding like this is good for in New World, there's a few different things. So first off, it is decent for XP. I think farming quests or doing some of the gathering XP farms I've shown in other videos is probably going to be overall better than just the level XP you get from doing this. But mixing that with the other thing that's probably the most important part for mob grinding in New World is leveling up your weapons, because that's pretty much the only way you can get weapon experience is by killing enemies. And this spot is absolutely ridiculous for that. You'll see in the video, I'll group up some of these enemies and just get a massive chunk of my weapon XP on my hatchet that I think was level 11 or 12 in this video. And in 10 or 15 minutes, you can pretty much get a full level of even a weapon at that high of a level already. So it's extremely good for that. I haven't seen another spot that's as good for leveling up weapons as this yet, but also keep in mind that I'm only around level 25, so there might be some better spots at really high level areas, but for the lower and mid levels, this is absolutely the best I have seen. Now past that, there's also a few other good things about doing farms like this. So first off, since these are level 19 and level 20, you're actually able to be getting tier 3 items from these. So it's essentially just the higher level you go, the higher tier items you get. So once you hit level 20, you'll start to get tier 3 items if you're at high enough level areas, and you're able to get that here from the chests and from all the enemies. So that's a plus. You can get those tier 3 items to get a bit stronger items. And then since you're killing so many enemies, you're going to be getting a good amount of drops, whether it be just a ton of greens or a ton of white items. Now the reason those type of items that are kind of just throwaway items are still really good is you can salvage them to get repair parts, and that's pretty much the only way you can get repair parts to repair your own armor and weapons is by salvaging other armor and weapons. And you're very quickly able to build up a lot of this resource by just farming this area, because you'll get dozens and dozens of items farming this in an hour to build up those repair resources, so you don't have to worry about that as much when just generally playing the game. So that's pretty much all I want to go over with this mob grinding spot in New World. Subscribe if you want to see more New World or other MMO videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this mob farming spot, and thanks for watching.